Welcome to Sweethearts or Rivals. I'm Charla.
I'm Justin.
What's on our table today?
Ninjato.
Ninjato is a game that you can play with 2 to 4 players in about 60 minutes, and they recommend the players be aged 13 and up.
There we go.
This copy here we have is published by Z-Man Games.
Excellent. So let's start with the components. What do you think?
I think the components are good. These big ninja stars are pretty awesome, actually, for your worker placement.
Yeah.
They're very large, but that's okay. They look pretty cool on the board because they've left enough space for them.
Yep.
And all the cards are good quality.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of a medium weight, but they're not linen or anything.
Yeah.
And then the cardboard pieces that they have are nice and thick, which is nice. And the artwork is really very ninja-y.
Yes.
It really helps immerse you in the theme.
Nice. It comes with probably one of the best token bags ever.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like this nice, like...
It's like velour.
Yeah.
It's like from the 70s.
And it's all like ninja and it's perfect for the tokens.
Oh, it's ninja.
But it's also like good quality. It's not falling apart,
good.
which is nice. Most token bags fall apart and aren't very good. That's an excellent quality bag.
What about the strategery, which for us is a word that we use for strategy, tactics, and luck?
That is very interesting. There's definitely luck in the game because there's a very good push your luck element. And that's when you go infiltrate a house, you have to choose at the beginning if you're going to go strength or if you're going to go stealth. And you can't switch. Although there are some martial arts move tiles that allow you to switch as well. But then once you defeat a guard, like, do you want to press your luck or do you not want to? That's kind of cool. So there's luck, but at the same time, you can kind of read the odds quite well. There's some randomness in the setup and how the envoy cards come out, as well as the rumor cards, which is not so much random like in the game, but it is going to affect like what your strategy is going to be coming out. For example, in the very beginning of our game, all the envoys were red, and they don't wipe clear. You have to buy them in order for new envoys to come out. So it actually is more of a kind of like a random setup where the game is going to be different because of that, but it evolves over the game.
Right.
And a lot of tactical play. Somebody can go in and push their luck and then fail and leave that house vulnerable so you can take them out. So a lot of kind of tactics that way. And again, if you can work out what somebody is going to go for their longer term strategies, you can mess with it. If they're going really heavy into the envoys for one house, you can make sure that house has no points. If they're starting to make sure one house is really strong, you can take all the envoys for that. So there's a lot of really good strategies that way.
It's a nice balance.
Yeah. And you can do some really kind of sneaky espionage type stuff, which really goes along with the theme. So about the complexity of Ninjato.
It's funny because the first time I played this game, I found it really complex. But then we had gotten into gaming more and played a lot more games. And then like the second time I played it, I thought, well, why did I find this so complex in the first place? Because really it's just one of those games where you have to do this in order to do this. And then choose what kind of points you want to go for in the end. And like find your focus.
Yep.
So I think it's not as complex as I originally thought.
I think possibly, like, if you're looking at a gateway game, this is a little bit beyond it. A little bit. Not by a ton, but a little bit.
Yeah.
Plus, if you're used to worker placement, then your focus is going to be on the, I'm going to put my ninja out, and I'm going to take out the houses and get all the treasures. But that's kind of not really the focus of the game. The focus is really like, do you get the right treasures to get the right envoys to make sure that you are coming out on top?
Right.
Which is tricky. Which is awesome.
It's interesting. It's funny that you say it's almost a gateway, but not quite. I would say it's like a medium weight complexity, but like kind of more on the lower weight of medium.
Yeah.
And what do you think about the playability?
Does it feel like a ninja game? Yes, it does. Out of all the ninja games we have, this feels the most like a ninja game, which is awesome. You get the martial arts, the stealth or the combat, and again, that kind of very tricky espionage-y way of of manipulating the board so that you get the most points and the rest of the players do not.
And you also get these cool cards too that kind of tell you like what kind of style your fighting is.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Like I was tiger style.
Yeah.
But you had crane and snake.
Yeah, which is awesome. I like that too. Very cool. There's a lot of different paths to victory, a lot of strategies you can go for. In a lot of the games that I play, people that are new to the game kind of ignore the rumor cards. But you can actually, if you can get some good sets going on, that can be a lot of points. So it's kind of subtle.
Yeah, you do have to keep an eye on what your opponent is taking for rumor cards.
Yeah.
Because you can't let them get too many rumor cards.
Yeah.
Because the more rumor cards you have multiplies your points. Which is what happened to me in the spoiler playthrough.
So there's a little bit of kind of like espionage play where you're trying to kind of keep your strategy secret, but you also have to be very aware of what everyone's doing. That's very important to the game, which is also very ninja-y, which is awesome. It scales really well with the number of players. I've played at all the player counts. I find it works quite well as a 2-player game.
It does.
Which is nice, because if it didn't, we wouldn't keep it.
It's true.
It gets a little bit longer as you add more players because there's more people doing stuff, but it doesn't change like how much there is of stuff. There's still always just 4 rumor cards and 4 envoy cards out. So with more players, there's more of a struggle on who's going to get what, which is kind of interesting. But there's more of the martial arts cards available, which is nice because everybody likes to get the martial arts cards. And they can very much help you. As for the replayability, again, how the rumor cards and the envoy cards come out is going to kind of determine where you're going to go with your game. Because until they're gone, the new ones don't come out. And there's actually a lot more cards in the decks than actually do come out. So that's going to make the game quite different every time. And then there's a lot of the martial arts cards that don't come out each game. So that's going to change things up quite a bit. And just there's a lot of subtle kind of elusive strategies that you can try out in the game and kind of piece them together, which is going to make the replayability really good as well.
Right.
Plus the fact that it is the players that are actually going out and determining the board, like how the 3 houses are situated.
Changing these up.
Instead of the game doing that, it's the players, which makes that a lot of interaction and kind of board building, which is also very interesting for replayability.
Right.
Does it have the awesomeness or the cuteness?
Well, I would have to say it's more awesome than cute.
Yeah.
Because the art is such in the style of, it's more realistic, I think, maybe. Like the people don't look like caricatures.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it's just...
It's definitely awesome.
Yeah, well, you like ninjas a lot, so you probably will find it way more awesome than I do.
Yes. Yes, I do.
I mean, it's good.
Yes.
But, yeah.
And awesome. Are we trading it or keeping it?
I think we should keep this game.
Yes. This is possibly the best ninja game we have. Unless you include all games, because all games have ninjas in them. You just don't see them because they're ninjas.
Ninjas.
But this one, you are a ninja. So it's a ninja game. And it's the best ninja game that we have. Yeah. So we're keeping it. And did we finish as Sweethearts or Rivals? We finished as
Rivals.
Yep. There's so many kind of sneaky ways you can like manipulate things and just like you think you're on top and then suddenly you're not. And oh, I took over the red house and now there's no red houses on the board at all.
Haha!
Yeah, just lots of tricky, sneaky ways to do that.
Right.
Which is awesome. That's Ninjato.
It is.
Thanks for watching.
We'll see you in the next video.
Laters!